Hey Hilly, oh, you've just reminded me. I've not looked up those patterns, have I? Oh, I will do it this afternoon. Oh, do you know? It's been one of those weeks. Is that I blame the eclipse. It's the eclipse's fault, though. We never saw no eclipse here. It was overcast. But yes, sorry, did forget. Won't forget now. I shall get them later on. Hold a minute. I'm sat on the spinning chair, right? And I'm not allowed to sit on the spinning chair on my own. The child has to come up. Come on. Oh. Right. Get comfy. No messing around. I'm not allowed to sit on the chair on my own. It's a bit of a squeeze because there's only enough room for one bottom on this chair. But she insists that there's plenty of room for a half a spaniel's bottom. Leave it. It's not sniffy for you. No. Okay. Right, that's enough. Be a good girl. Yarn's still drying. Right. Still drying? When did you wash it? Saying that, I've had those issues this week. I've had some roving out in the line. And I knew it wasn't going to rain. And I left it out overnight and it was still damp on the bend in the morning. So it's been a right weird all week. I've been absolutely shattered. I think today's the first day this week that I've woke up not feeling tired. And I've been in my bed by 9 o'clock last night. Yeah, well, we've not got any rain forecast for this week. And we've not had rain for a couple of days. We had really proper Scottish slanty weather last week. Slanty rain all week, just coming in like that. So we had one day of that, and that's about it. That's all we've had rain-wise. So my new plants that I put in the garden in the week, they were starting to look a little bit fed up in my basket. So I spent an hour and a half this morning watering the garden and doing the yard. So I'm just spinning up a commission for Queen Beads, I think her name is, on Instagram, and she makes these most gorgeous little, you can use them for jewellery or for from what looks of it, dreadlock type things, and they're like made with a copper wire in a coil, and then she wraps coloured yarns around them. So she was stuck yesterday, and it was actually Moshi Beads, the shop over in Cockermouth that I sell my pocket money 100-gram batts in, and some of my locks. And she tagged me about 7:30 in the morning yesterday. I'm like, what's she doing messaging me at 7:30? I've only just got up. And it was tagging me in this post. This lady put a request out for somebody that could help her get a specific colourway. So fingers crossed, I've tagged it for her, and I'm having to really concentrate. Hiya Liz, I've got to really concentrate because I've got to do fingering or 4-ply weight, but whatever's left over I'm going to do nice singles as well. Hiya Deborah, good morning or good afternoon now, it's lunchtime. Excuse the child. I'm not allowed to sit on the spinning chair on my own unless the dog sits next to me. So just sitting and chilling and getting this order done, and then I can get it posted out hopefully Monday. Depends how long. If it's nice tomorrow, I can get it out on the line and dried and set and thwacked. So yeah, I'm doing that now. So I've got 2 colours to do. I've got this one and watch your red dog. Oh, she's put her weight of her head on my arm. And that one as well that I dyed up yesterday. Iona, Liz says hello. She said I don't care, I've got my mum. Not interested in fame. Right, let me spin. God. Dog's on heat, she's driving me potty. Hey sweet pea. So yeah, so what have I been up to this week? It's been a quiet week. It's been a bit of a tumbleweeds week this week, which I don't mind because it means that the 12 new colourways that I've put on my website plus my locks are all still sat there. So I wanted to get this done because tomorrow I've got to dye up my background layout for my Tourdefleece bats. If anybody's wanting any, go on the website today. It will be gone and taken off the shop tomorrow morning, so I can get the jobs done and get sent out on Wednesday. So I actually posted a picture earlier on of the colours that I'm using in the bats. So I'll nip into the studio in a minute and go and grab the colours so you can see. But you won't see, you'll only get a gist of the colours that I'm using on the bats more than what it's going to actually look like, because I want that actually to be a surprise. But it'll be nice, light and summery. I actually spun up one of the rovings the other day. Just look at that, isn't that pretty, with the hints of peachy orange in there and the greys and yellows. So I spun up one of them the other day for myself. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. So I'm gonna split that yarn, that single ply, into two, and I'm gonna dye up some nice silver grey and some lemon yellow, and then ply that yarn with the single yarns. Looking forward to your Tourdefleece news. So excited. Yeah, it's ready, it's in there. I took pictures, the pictures are on my thingy, Deborah, so you've got an idea of what it is that you're getting, but it's so lovely. I've spun it as singles at the moment and it looks really pretty. So as I say, I'm going to spin that up with a single on a grey and ply it, and then spin a lovely soft lemon with just a silk in it and blend that, and then I think I'm going to make myself a nice lightweight I might do a singles, I'm not sure, but I'm definitely going to make some sort of shawl because I need a nice lightweight one. So anybody been up to anything nice this week? Has anybody been away? Because last weekend, was that bank holiday weekend last weekend? Or was that the weekend before? I think it might have been last weekend. Yeah, I've just been at home doing my thing, being a bit grumpy thanks to the solar eclipse. So now I'm just starting to get ideas and colour ideas for my Christmas advent. Hi Elaine. So I'm thinking about colours for that, and then I've obviously got my batty clubs change because I've been doing the same thing for a year now, so I need to think. I'm doing breeds, different breed every month, but I need to think about what colours I'm going to do, because I have got Heather will be collaborating with me for my little stitch markers, and she makes her own lamp work. You sorting your fleece out today, Liz? About flaming time, lady. You've only got, what, 8 more days left to get it sorted. So yeah, I've got the rest of that Icelandic fleece that I'm going to sort out, and I'm going to weigh out into 100 grams and then just card them up and stick them on website as mini packs, like little colour themes. So I'm just going to do that, which I thought would be great for felters to do them, just little colours, standard colours, no blending them in, because they turned out really, really nice. Yes, you laugh, Liz. You know you're on a timed week. How many rugs have you got to make this week, as well as sort out your fleeces? I don't know, you're slacking. Oh, that was what I was thinking. Can anyone drop me suggestions or even tag me in a post? I want a Willie Cottage sign for my studio. Like with my YouTube logo on it, and Instagram and Facebook. But with williecottage.com on it. But I want it really nice and sort of cottagey, not your standard laser cut thingy, but something really nice. I had a look on Etsy earlier on, but I couldn't see anything that was catching my eye. I want something really unique that just says Joe. So if anybody knows of anyone that does that sort of thing, let me know, and I can chase them up and see what they've got and see if they can come up with something nice for me. What else? So yeah, just planning the next 6 months, because unlike Liz, I am organised. What else? Oh, I've got to paint my bedroom at some point. I've had a tin of paint to paint my bedroom. A lovely sky. Like, no, it's more porcelain blue. I've had that paint going on 4 months and I still haven't got round to it. I know a man that'll do it. Well, Liz, tell him I want a sign done and I want a really nice pretty one. So yeah, if he's up for the challenge, tell him to give me a shout once he stopped playing about with these submarine men. Yeah, so I really, really want a really pretty sign for my room. And I was thinking of having one done so at my back door, because whenever anybody comes to see my studio or comes to pick up orders, a hanging sign with it, Willy Cottage on both sides. I was thinking that would be smart, like a pub sign, but not a pub sign. That'd just be wrong. Well, no, it wouldn't be wrong. That'd be quite cool. Mini bar with fluff. Oh, what more can you need? A mini bar and fluffing. So yeah, I was looking at those as well, so I could have it just sat above the back door or just at the end of the wall there. But yeah, I definitely want one from a studio from a wall, so when I'm in there doing videos, people can see that they can find me in all sorts of places. I'm highly organised, just get easily distracted. I can have a sign on driftwood. Do I have to go and look for my own driftwood and then bring it when I come down in September? If that's the case, I might as well just get the paintbrush out and do it myself. What else? Trying to think. So now I've just been quiet. I'm getting to that point in the year when I'm starting to run out of colourways. I feel like I'm constantly just repeating the same. I'm not. It just feels like that. So Hilly, you asked me to do the batt preparation video from a YouTube. Did you like it? Did you find it useful? I've had 1 or 2 comments on there saying that they found it useful. So I'll be doing another one similar to that using striping bats. So they're all ready anyway. So I'll do that. I'll get that filmed on Monday. I can have East Yorkshire driftwood. I'm half Lancastrian, love. Can't have anything Yorkshire. So yeah, so next week's filming I will be doing batt preparation again on the YouTube channel. If anybody's watching this later on IG TV, yeah, I know, half Scottish, half Lancastrian. Sometimes wonder which one's the dark side. So yeah, my YouTube channel, if you've never watched it, if you're watching this on IG later on, IG TV, is Willy Cottage Fibre Shop. And you can find me on there, and I give little bits of hints and tips and show you how I prepare my bats and how I come up with my colour themes. And then I always post my Batty Club blendings as well on there every month. And I put these chats on there as well, my live chats, because I've not done any live chats on YouTube yet. I'm waiting to get more subscribers before I go down that avenue of doing that. And it's finding the time as well. And I'm wondering if anybody wants me maybe later on the year to do breed study. Marcel, hello love, my Travapix. If anybody wants me to do in the future sort of just a breed study, like a little chat about breeds and spinning it and do comparisons of what it looks like dyed up. Yes, please, Deborah. Right, okay, no problem. I've got a new fleece coming, hopefully next week. The lady's away at the moment, but she said that she sort that out during the next week. but I'm sure the pronunciation of this sheep is it's a small micro sheep, and the fleece is only. You lost me for a minute, Hilly. I actually did ask you a question. I'll ask you in a minute, Hill. The fleece are only about 700 grams off these sheep, and they're originally from Brittany. And this woman lives down, down on the moors, Exmoor sort of way. Can't remember. My brain's saying Bodrum, but it can't be Bodrum because that's flaming Turkey. It'll come to me in a minute. Fibro brain. So, yeah, it's the Usenet. Somebody might correct me in a minute, but it's sort of spelt like that. They Oussesent or something like that, and they're just a small, compact little sheep, and they were bred specifically. Bodmin, that's it. Bodmin, not Bodrin. Bodmin Moor. Yes, that's where she is, and she has rare breeds. So she's given me, I think it's 3 of them. So I thought, well, that might be a really nice one for me to try. That Usenet, yes, or Usant. Is it Usant? I didn't do French. I did German at school for my sins, but that's not a problem. Usent, right? So yeah, I thought, well, when I get them in a couple of weeks' time, when she comes back this week, I think it's next week she comes back. She'll get them posted to me. And I thought, well, it might be a nice sheep that I've never seen, I've never heard of. I've never played about with it before, so I thought it might be a good one to do like a 2-part chat about the breed of it, and then do the preparation and dye it and then spin it. So if anybody's interested in me doing that sort of thing in the future, maybe just do one of them every month or just every other month, because it's quite hard for me to source certain breeds of wool. So, and I'll be selling that breed, Wisant. Have I said it right? Wisant. Or Wisant, maybe. Anyway, stop laughing at me, Liz. I know she's laughing at me on the other side. I know she is. So yeah, that is what I was thinking of doing when I finally get them. So maybe do that every month. But once I've dyed it and everything else, I'll just do it probably mostly as 100-gram packs of different colours, just to try for people to sample as well. And I'll put them on my website at some point over the next few months. And I've got this purebred Icelandic that's come from Scotland, so I'm just doing a little bit at a time at that. Would you have the fibre to go with it in? Would you have the fibre to go with it in shop? Yeah, I would. Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking, Deborah. If I'm going to talk about the breed and then dye them and just do them as like, my mini packs, and I'm not doing 172 of them. But yes, I was thinking of doing something like that, a sample bag. So maybe 250 grams of complementary colours together, so you can spin them off. So 50s or 25 grams. I think 50s are easy for me to spin off, to blend off, and just card it straight through, and then have them in for them to try, and do that as I buy monthly special on my YouTube channel, and then, as I say, sell them on there. So yes. Oh, and Hilly, if you're still here, love, if I've not lost you again, I'll wait till you pop back up again and wave, and then I know, so I can ask you. So yeah, no, that's what I'll do then. So I'll save some of the Icelandic that I've got. As I say, it's come from a lovely lady up in Scotland that it's a purebred Icelandic. So I might do that as my first video, maybe do that next month. And then by that point, I should have had this Wisnet sheep breed, and I can go and hunt up some information and give it a study. Right, Hilly, you asked me the other week to do the batt preparation videos on my YouTube channel. Was it useful? Is there anything I could have done differently? See, it's all Hilly's fault. I blame her. So yeah, so that, right, okay, that's a good plan. I'll write that down in my little notebook to remind myself that's what I'm doing as a monthly, because I love doing my cards and my carding bats and showing you how to do it, but I think every week of the month I should have a different topic instead of just doing the same thing all the time. So I mean, at the end of the day, I am just starting it out and developing how I'm going to do things. So I think a breed study is a good way to go. but just do it a little bit differently, and as I say, then sell it on my website from what's been made out the rest of the fleece. It's just a matter of trying to find some really unusual breeds. I might have to put some feelers out with some of my my customers to see where they get theirs from. And I think I might have a friend down in Salem that her sister breeds Manx Lohan. So I might have to get in touch with her to see if I can get, even if I can just get a kilo and try that. But it'd be good. I mean, some of them I could, like, especially if I can get some long-haired fleeces. Loved watched it. You watched it several times. That's good. No problem. It'd be good if I had, because a lot of the long-haired fleeces I like to use just for locks. So I might do that as a lock preparation explanation of a breed, which would be pretty cool, because there are quite a few breeds out there. It's just a matter of me locating them and finding the money to pay for it as well. But yeah, so you enjoyed it. Could we sign up for it so we don't miss one? You could do, or when I'm doing the video, but by the time I've done the video, they'll probably the week after. So just give me, like, yeah, it'll be the week after. They'll be listed in the new week for on the website. So just let me know, and if there's a specific colourway that you want, two colours together that you like, just let me know beforehand, Deb, and I will sort that out for you and do the colours that you're actually wanting for when I'm doing the dyeing, because I will have more than enough. I mean, that's what, 7 on 3 times 700, so that's 2 kilos that I'll have of that wool anyway, so there'll always be listings of it up on the site until they run out, and then I'll put it up with a new breed and then maybe repeat it again later on. Right, okay, Liz, no problem. You'll talk to me later about Fleece of Good Selection. I can feel a barter for bats coming on. So yeah, no, that's cool. That's definitely something that sits in my brain, and eventually it seeps out, and I remember to mention it. Oh dear. Weather is horrible. It was supposed to be sunny. So I'm just going to sit here. I might actually put the fire on later on this afternoon, because I'm chilly. I'm just wondering if you want to sign up for that. I am doing batty clubs. The new batty club theme that starts this August, Deborah, is breeds. So maybe 1 month it'll be like 85% say Shetland, just for talking sake, but then I'll blend it still with silks and other fibres to make the bat club. And then say the following month might be, I don't know, Dorset Horn or something like that. Again, 85% then mixed up with other blends. So that's what I'll be doing for August to August 22, batty clubs. Whereas this year it was just a feel about for theme of the month, and then whatever wools that I had in, or whatever wools I wanted to use in those blends to make the best of the colours. Because everybody knows that every breed of wool, when you dye it, they all have their own characteristics. Some wools take on colour really, really strongly. Some wools like to look muted tones, like a Shetland. I love dyeing Shetland. I'm never quite sure how it's going to come out. It's always got that dusky sort of look about it. Dull here, I'm outside trying to be quiet. Oh, he's sleeping. Feels at work till 5 tonight, I think. 5 or 6, and then he's off and under my feet tomorrow. So I need to get, what do I need to do tomorrow? I've got a couple of jobs I want him to do for me tomorrow. Put up my curtain at the back door. Noisy people. Oh, there she goes. So no, just quiet, quiet, quiet. I think I might get some patterns cut out from my project bags for my fluff rescues, so I've got them all stuck to one side ready for whenever I get the orders out, because it won't be long until they're going out the shop again. You're looking forward to my stripe video? No pressure. Thanks, Hilly. Yeah. Do you know what? It doesn't take much to dislike some people, does it? Yeah, the stripy one should be interesting. I'm trying to think how I'm going to do it. I'm wondering whether to do a gradient batt. As a new spinner, you're keen to try new fibre, but I do love BFL. I love dyeing BFL. My favourite, I have got favourites. There's wools that I don't like. But that's not to say they haven't got their uses. I love spinning Icelandic. And I love spinning, well, this one is South American top. And it dyes up really lovely. Hilly, you are not sorry, so stop with the smiley faces and the tears. So this is American top, South American top, and it's really, really nice. It makes me think of a cross between, it's bouncy. So it's definitely got that sort of Shetland feel about it, but I would say it feels slightly softer than a Shetland. It's got like, it's got the crimp of a Shetland. But I think the American top is actually a mixture of luxury wools. So it's not any one specific wool in this. They've just combed a load of breeds together to make a South American. But they say that it is a luxury wool that's in that blended together. So, I mean, I don't know. It could be a mixture of Como with maybe Rambouillet. Because it's got that feel about it. Not that I've ever tried Como, but I have tried Rambouillet, and I love spinning Rambouillet as well. But it's got that sort of feel and that bounce to it. It's really nice. And it is really soft to the skin as well. You could definitely wear that as a summer top. Lost me. Don't want to end up with the bulky bit. Yeah, so trying new fibres. Well, that's what places like World of Wool are good for doing little sample sets of wools that you've never tried. A good place to go to for samples, Deborah, is Adelaide Walker. Go on her homepage. On their homepage is a column of a list of all the pages. Go down to the bottom one where it says samples, and on that page scroll right down to the bottom. I'm sure it's right down the bottom, and you can buy I think it's 20 or 25 gram mini packs of different breeds for about £1. Really handy to do. I buy them in for my Christmas advents. They're great because it's the weight that I need is 25 grams, but then I can dye them and end up with mini braids, which is really great for putting in because that's the weight that I use, and it saves me splitting up large rovings and miscalculating how much I actually needed. Because no matter what you do, when you're trying to split a roving, you never quite get the weight that you're looking for. And then when you get to the end, you're about 10 grams under. So it just made so much more sense when I found them. I'm like, that's exactly what I need. So definitely go and have a look at Adelaide Walker if you want to try a couple of breeds for a couple of £1, like pocket money size. And that's where you can also buy things like rose fibres and tencel. And they're only like 5 or 10 gram packs. I think the 10 gram packs for about anywhere from 60 pence to £1.50. Perfect place for just trying out new fibres. So that's Adelaide Walker. You'll find her on Instagram. It's Simon and Angela. Really great. I use them for my silk stuff, or if I want an order really quickly because I've had a custom order come in the night before and I know that I haven't got X or whatever it is, then I'll put an order with them before 11 o'clock in the morning, before lunchtime, and I know I'll have it the next day. Even through lockdown, I think there was only one day through the whole of lockdown that my order took 2 days to get to me. So this is turning out really pretty. Nice sunshine colours. Tell you what, talking and spinning this thing, I'm actually managing it. I'm quite surprised. Have bought from them and Fibre Hot. I've only ever bought from Fibre Hot once. They may have changed their website since I last used it a couple of years ago. I wasn't overly keen. But that's personal opinion. That's personal opinion. But then when you create yourself, it's not often that you'll buy from another supplier for yourself. I leave that sort of thing for a treat when the fairs are back on as well, and if I can get to them. And then I'll treat myself to like, is it Barn Hot? Oh, flaming heck, my head. Can't think of it. Liz will pipe up in a minute. She'll know exactly where I'm on about. Just down the road in Lancashire. So, no, who else? Coastal Colours. Never bought from them. But, funny enough, I had Graham on the phone the other morning. 9 o'clock in the morning, I think we were on the phone for about an hour. And he's popping through in the next few weeks. And we might actually end up doing a little mini live together. So he's wanting to come through on a bit of a busman's holiday. He's coming up for a couple of days with his mum and his other half. So yeah, so he's popping in here as well. So he says he's going to bring me up some camel to try out and spin and dye. So I'll be giving that a go, and he'll be going off with the bat, no doubt. Which he says he doesn't really like spinning bats, and I think it's generally just down to the preparation of using them. Knowing how to spin them off, I think, is always key. Especially if you've bought a bat that's not been carded properly, or you've got loads of clumpy bits. That's not to say that you might not get the odd little clumpy bit in mine. But once you've prepped that bat up, then it shouldn't be an issue. Because we don't always do a perfect job all of the time. So yeah, so I've convinced him he needs to try one of my bats, and then I'll show him how I prep them, and then maybe I might convert him. So what else? What other topics have we got going? Yorkshire Yarn Fest again, the end of August, so I've got that to sort of think. That's why I don't mind these tumbleweed weeks. When everything goes a little bit quiet, it just helps me build up my stock, and then I end up feeling. Then I realise that I've got nowhere to put all my stock. Did a drop spinning class with Coastal Colours. Yeah, he seems really nice. I think I've met him before at. I'm not saying it like that again. At the Cockermouth Wool Fest. Usually it comes out as Cockerfest. See, I can't help it. I've got to say it. Yeah, so I'm sure I've met him there when I was helping out Angela and Simon on the Adelaide Walker stand a couple of years ago. So hopefully they'll be doing that again next year, and I'll be going in and helping them out again next year. Or if Liz is around, we might end up finally, if there's any places available, getting a stand at the Wool Fest at Cockermouth again. Had lumpy bats from elsewhere and they're awful to spin, but mine's a dream. Oh, thank you. Bless you, Hilly. I do try. I think sometimes when you're buying fibres that have been pre-dyed beforehand, you tend not to draft them out when you go to put them on the drum carder. You know, when you've seen me doing my own hand-dyed rovings, and I separate all the strands together, and then they can go through the carder properly. I think that's what it is sometimes, and some people for speed just put them straight in, so they're not separated. They're going in as big clumps. We'll definitely have a stall together. Yeah, no, we'll have to do something. Or even Wonder Wales next year, and I'll come in and pretend that I can speak Welsh. Just going to go and get the colours for... You're going to sit there and be a good girl? I know, you're comfy. For the Tourdefleece, so bear with me a second. I will be back. Watch the interlude of the dog, but she'll no doubt follow me. Stay there. Stay. Stay there a minute. I I have as well. Watch out. Move. Oh. Back. Right. So, put that there for a second. So I've got to dye the background colours yet anyway. So this is just an idea of the colours that I've gone with for my Tourdefleece. And I know it should be a surprise. But, hey, well. So that... I think I've got two of these left on my website. That is the merino with twisted silk in there. You can just see the little strands. So that's already dyed up and ready to go. Put that there. But then for my bats, I've got this lovely viscose tweedy nets that I'm putting in there. Then I've got this gorgeous deep mandarin bamboo fibres that are going in there as well. And then merino tencel, no it's not, it's merino twisted silk blend. So I've got a bit of that going in with that. I've got Wensleydale that I'm dyeing as my background colour for these. And then I've got this gorgeous mint. I love that colour. So I think that is a Corridale that I've got that on. And then I've got some gorgeous pewter grade A mulberry silk that I'll be blending through all the layers. So this is for the Tourdefleece bat. And then some pewter on Corridale as well. That's really, really nice. So those are my highlight colours that will go in with the, when I dye up the secret Wensleydale. I'm sure it's Wensleydale that I've got to one side for it. But yeah, I've got 6 of them left on the website, but they're only 100 gram bats. But that's not to say if somebody wants me to do 200 grams because they want to do 200 grams of it, just give me a shout and I'll make sure that you get 2 of them and I'll sort that out price wise. And I've actually dyed up some BFL locks in these colours as well. They're on the website now. What did I call them? Can't remember, but they are on there. But yeah, I think, that for me is how I've spun it up from those colours with the little hints of greens. And you've got the tangerine in there as well, and then the silver. So no, it come out really, really nice. I was quite impressed with it, so I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, there's 6 of the bat listings on my website, but I have got enough if people want me to do 200 grams. Just message me if that's the case, and I will sort that out. Not a problem. But I've got 2 of them left. So I've got a couple of them got to get posted out next week, and I'll be posting them all out on Wednesday, because apart from doing my listings, I've really got not much else to do, so I might as well just get on with it instead of delaying the inevitable that I've got to do it at some point anyway. So they're still on the website. They'll be active. I won't be turning off that listing until tomorrow morning when I get up. So yeah. It's there, it's waiting, it's keen to go. So anybody else doing a Tourdefleece this year round? Have you found some nice dyers? Because I really want to treat myself, but I haven't come across anybody in my timelines yet. Oh, one person this morning is doing 200 grams. Can't think who it is now. It'll pop in my head in a bit. Definitely staved off a fibro fog this week. I'm just not thinking quite right of anything at the moment. Nothing's straight in my head. So no, has anybody come up with any new designers that are doing in the UK that are doing Tourdefleece this year? Everything seems to be a bit quiet on it. It feels like, oh well, it's not something that the Brits do, watch Tourdefleece, because it's in France. Do you know? What a silly thing to say. I'm like, well, we don't need to be in France to do it. We're not on bikes. We're treadling at the same time. Just because he likes to watch tennis and snooker and golf. Hilltop Cloud. Oh, I think I follow them. I'll have a look. I shall have a look later on. Hilltop Cloud. Because I can rewatch this and I know that you've said that because I'm the only one that can see these comments once I put it on my Instagram TV. So what time we're at? 10 to 1. So I'm going to have to pack up in a bit, click off, stick a film on, and get the rest of this spun. So yeah, this week Stripy Bats will be on the YouTube channel Monday afternoonish. I will get that done at some point tomorrow, the preparation, and then I'll spin it off later on in the week. And again, that bat will be spun and the yarn will be put on the website to sell. But if it doesn't sell, I'll take it over to Moshi Beads in Cockermouth and I'll put it with my my stock over there. See if it sells over there as well. And I did this the other day. I absolutely love this. I've called it Disco Queen. It's absolutely full of sparkles. You know, yesterday felt like the longest Friday ever. Oh, so yeah, I'm just about to put this on the website. I've got to steam it first and set it, but you can't quite see sparkles in that, but it's absolutely riddled with glitter, and it's got the neon locks in it, so it's locks and coils in that. So I've called You Don't Like the Cycling but Love the Community of the Tourdefleece. It's where I first saw a kick spindle a couple of years ago. How's the shop space going? I think she sold one of my bats, but at the end of the day, the shop's only just opened and it's quiet at the moment. So yeah, Disco Diva will be on the shop later on this afternoon. I know you and the kick spindle. When I come down in September, hopefully things don't go awry. I shall have a go at your kick spindle if you're taking it down to the caravan. To the static home, sorry. So yeah, I want to go with your kick spindle. I'm not going to buy one until I've had a try of it. Oh, it's absolutely chock-a-block. There isn't a single space that hasn't got shiny glitter in it. That's why I thought Disco Diva definitely suits it. So what time are we at? Oh, 10 more minutes and then I'll have to turn off before they kick me off. So yeah, the shop space, she's doing a lot of Instagram sharing and stuff like that on there, but I don't know what's going on at the moment. Everything's gone really, really quiet. But then mine is a niche market anyway, so I wasn't expecting it to fly off. But I'm going to do, when I go in next month, I'm going to take in one of my fluff rescues and have it wrapped up with the pretty cellophane stuff that I wrap them up in, no tissue paper, just that. But do it like a hamper wrapping. It's over there. I didn't bring it back so it's too distracting. Cool. Well, hopefully I'll be down stopping at Tamsin's place anyway in September. So we'll be down for your birthday with your tin of buttons. So yeah, no, fingers crossed things will take off for her and for us, because at the end of the day I've got to sell 40 quid's worth of stock before I can justify paying for the flyers and renting this space as well. So yeah, that needs to be rectified. Selling one item is not good enough. Love a Disco Diva bat. Well, there is one going on the shop, because I did two. That's just 100 grams, that is, but I've got 100 grams stacked to one side and I've just got to bulk it up with some more black in that. It's sat on my workbench getting ready to dye up, and it will come with locks. But if you want that, Haley, give me a shout and I will sort you out before I put it on the website. So yeah, so I think you would call this a day. Thank you ever so much. I got to 5 viewers today. Woo! I'm getting popular. So yeah, I shall catch you through the week, people. Have a nice week. Hopefully, by the looks of it, the weather's supposed to stay dry for most of us. I shall be painting and blending and sourcing a sign maker for my little studio. Yes, please. Right, no problem, Hilly. Just drop us a message in a sec, love, and I'll sort that out with you. And I'll make sure you've got a bundle of I think I use galactic locks, some of the ones that I've got left over. So whatever I've got in there, I'll just post up with it for you, not a problem. And I'll make a new fresh batch up. So I shall love yous and leave yous. Thank you ever so much for coming over and joining me today, guys. Really, really appreciated. And if you do go over and watch my YouTube channel on Willie Cottage Fibre Shop, please just do hit those thumbs up for me so that YouTube can see that I am being watched. I did notice the other day that when Phil clicked on it, I'm sat behind Grace Shalom Hopkins on one of her videos. So I am up the top, but to stay up the top I need more interaction. So that'd be cool. And people are actually starting to find me now as well. So my subscribers are going up to 66, I think, at the moment. So let your mates know about me. And just drop any comments and any hints of things that you want me to do and film in the future. And I'll definitely be doing this breed study. I think on a bi-monthly, but we'll see how that goes. It might end up being once a month. But that's great. Thank you ever so much, everybody. You have a lovely weekend. Bye.